So my father's name was on the list.
Oh.
So they just captured him and jailed him.
Wow.
And later, after the communists already took over the South and become one country, he also became jailed in the labor camp.
Yes, Master.
They call it a re-education camp, like meaning you have to change your style, your thinking. You were capitalist, now you have to change into communist.
Yes, Master.
These labor camps still exist somewhere, maybe in China, I heard,
Oh.
or some maybe in Vietnam.
Yes.
And the communists, like Stalin, they were also like that. They exiled many hundreds of thousands of people, or millions even, to the faraway area to make them do the labor there.
Yes.
Like plowing the field, planting vegetables, and all that. And then they take all that to sell. Not the one who does the labor will earn the benefit. No, they will only do it. And they have some meager meals only.
Yes.
If they even have that. And if they suspect you are a counter-revolutionist, then they even jail you more or beat you up. That's all this story. I heard that in China they still have this kind of re-education camp, they call it.
Yes, Master.
And they call them labor camps. It means you go there and do labor. It is good that people can plant vegetables and do the farming, but not to be exploited that way.
Right.
Yes.
And besides, these people are supposed to be like those intellectual or rich people who don't know how to cultivate the farm.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
So I'm not sure if they're treated well if they don't know how to.
Right.
Yes,
Master.
There will be more excuses to torture or to jail. My God, what a terrible world we are in.
Yes, Master.
What a terrible world we are in. Terrible. You're lucky you don't know any of this.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
Me also counts me in. It's just that I know all that because people told me. Oh, I read the news and I read books and I saw films.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Now, oh, where did we go too far? Where was I? Because we are happy to have peace and all that.
Right.
Yes.
It's okay if you want to be a communist. It's all right. Why not? But it's just that you don't persecute other people who don't follow the same idea.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
And the communism is supposed to take care of the poor people, make them happy, make them equal and rich. But you cannot take all the money and all the possessions from the rich people to give to the poor because that will never be enough.
Right.
Right.
It just makes the whole country poor.
That's right.
Instead of some rich, some poor, it's all poor.
Yes, Master.
And maybe it's a good idea to make everybody live in equality and all that nice talk. But the thing is, people are different. Some people are good at computers, some people are good at farming, some people love to farm, some people love to do business. We need all that in our society to survive.
True.
Yes.
Yes.
You cannot just make everybody become laborers,
Yeah, that's true. That's right.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
or you cannot make everybody become poor
Right.
just to revenge or to make society equal. No. The freedom for everyone to choose whatever they want to do and have success or failure is their own making.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
You can't use force in the name of the government or whatever. You cannot use your power to force people into doing things that they're not capable of,
Yes, Master.
and then punish them more and make the country even depleted of talent.
That's true.
We need all kinds of people to make a society function in smoothness and development. You can't just have only labor.
Yes,
That's right.
Master.
That makes sense.
You can't just have all farmers. Maybe in the older times when we didn't have any other things, we didn't have any other invention, society was different. Everyone could learn to cultivate something for themselves or to sell also. But even then, in the older times, a long, long time ago, we still had merchants.
Yes.
We also had soldiers to protect the country who didn't have to do farming.
Yes.
Yes.
And the one who did business cannot do farming. He has to do his business.
Right.
Yes,
Yes.
Master. Right.
Everybody has to buy because the society is like that.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been nice if we have a country or a world where we don't need to do any labor or don't need to use money. Oh, by the way, remind me to tell you of one planet like that.
Okay, Master.
Yes, Master.
Remind me before I forget. I wanted to tell you that, and I wanted to read you another story, and then now we are stuck in here. I told you we have only 24 hours, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't even read you story all day, even if I wanted to. We have so much work to do. I have.
Yes, Master.
You have maybe one field of work where I have all fields.
Yes.
And I cannot lie to you. Sometimes I'm exhausted. Luckily, somehow God, heaven, still protect me. So I'm still alive and okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes I need to rest, but I cannot even. Just work, calling. I can't even rest. Okay, now. So be happy that you're well.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And be grateful that you have medicine when you're sick.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Many millions or maybe billions more people don't have this privilege. You know that.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
They're hungry, they don't have food. They're sick, they don't have medicine. Do you know that or not?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Do you really understand that or not?
Yes, understand, Master.
So do not take any of your luck, of your blessing for granted. Do you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Because whatever you don't appreciate, you will lose it, either in this life or the next life.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
If you can come back in the next life, or meaning if you have to come back because you don't practice well, because you don't eat the food that's given to you, meaning spiritual food. Capish?
Understand,
Yes,
Master.
Drop 1,000 works in the world to do group meditation because that is your spiritual health, medicine.
Yes,
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 Master.
Master.
And that includes physical health as well. And that's not just you, but including your loved ones.
Understand.
And if you have more, then for the country. And even if you have a little bit more, then for the world.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
It's your duty. And at the same time, it's your privilege, your fortune. Billions of people don't have that.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Many people sometimes have to wait for a long time, months or years, in order to get initiation because of situation
Yes.
Right.
or pandemic or restricted country or whatever.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Yes, Master.
Treasure your luck.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Thank you,
Master.
Master.
Any questions? No. Any good news?
We do have some news, Master.
Tell.
In an April 30 video message to Russian soldiers, His Excellency Vladimir Zelensky told them better to survive in Russia than die in Ukraine.
Yeah.
He said Russian forces are preparing for big losses as they prepare for new attacks in the eastern Donbass region. He stated Russia has already lost over 23,000 soldiers,
Yeah.
and that since from the beginning of the invasion, Russia has lost over 1,000 tanks, almost 200 planes, and 2,500 infantry fighting vehicles.
Yeah, it's shown on TV. An array of corpses of tanks laying on the field. Truly, not just one.
Yes, Master.
It's good we have some of these photos. I don't know how they get it, but it's good. I guess after the Russians left some of the cities and areas, they can't take all these burnt, kaput tanks or vehicles with them, so they can take a photograph.
Right.
Right.
Some are still repairable, so they repair and use them.
Right.
Oh, man, my God. What kind of world do we live in that many big countries just kind of compete with each other to make more and more deadly weapons and keep boasting about it on the internet?
Yes.
Like Russia has tested this new missile. America has some more deadly bomb.
Yes,
Yes, Master.
What kind of world is this? Instead of boasting about economic development, people's health, or higher moral standards, it's all about death, about killing, about murdering. And they thrive on it. What kind of world is that? Isn't that dangerous for us, huh?
It is.
Yes,
Master.
Master.
It's a terrible world to live in, not to talk about these invisible ghosts. The more they do that, the more ghosts they will have. People who die suddenly without any blessing, without knowing what it is, they become ghosts.
Yes, Master.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Maybe they don't go to hell because they died like that, so some of the karma is wiped off, some is wiped off, but then they became just wandering ghosts, and they will make more trouble for the world too, because of their hatred.
Oh.
And then we will continue this cycle forever.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
And then later they will become human again, and they go and find their enemies and bomb them. And again and again, the cycle goes on like that.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
Today you bomb me, tomorrow I bomb you. blah, blah, blah. Next day, next year, next life. Anything else?
Yes, Master. The Ukrainian president has tweeted that the evacuation of civilians from Azovstal steelworks in the southern city of Mariupol has begun, with a group of 100 people the first to leave. He said they are expected to arrive in the town of Zaporizhia tomorrow.
Yeah, but there are still many in there.
Right, yes.
Yeah, because of bombing, it's difficult for them to continue.
Right.
That was probably, and all the news. Some new news is they had to stop the evacuation because Russia said, okay, let them go, but then they bomb them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
So nobody dare to go out.
Yes,
yes,
Master.
They don't say we forbid you to go out, but they will bomb them.
Oh,
So people stop, people don't dare to go out. And if they stay in their bunker or wherever that was, they have no food, no water, and no milk for their babies as well.
yes,
Yes.
Master.
Yes, Master.
All this is a horrible crime against humanity. I don't know what else. If this is not a crime against humanity, what is then, huh?
Right, Master.
Yes.
But also some good news, because you can see that the war is helping Ukraine more now.
Right,
Yes,
that's
Master.
right.
Master.
Before, they just couldn't care less. They let Ukraine be like a buffer zone for them between Russia and the free world, as long as they can have their gas, their oil, and their whatever.
Yes, Master.
And now even Germany already agreed to make an embargo on oil and gas from Russia.
Yes.
Oh,
Before, they were the ones who bought the most.
right.
Yes.
After the war began, they bought more oil and gas than anybody else in the bloc.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Germany.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now they agree not to.
Oh,
Oh.
They agreed to give an embargo already because the whole Europe pressure them.
oh, good.
Everybody wants to stock oil and gas, and they bought more than before. And from all the Russian exports, they earn about 60 plus billions since the war,
Oh, yes, Master.
their revenue. So if all this doesn't stop, then the war can be fed and go on forever.
Yes, Master.